With reverence, we honor Possibilities Depot and Melanin Sacred, partners in vision and restoration. Here is a grounded narrative, rooted in antiquity, history, and symbolism, without crossing into claims of biological supremacy, but honoring why melanin has been understood as sacred, inviolable, and unstealable across time. Melanin, the inheritance that could not be taken long before race was invented, before borders were drawn, before empire learned the language of conquest, humanity arose beneath a sun that did not discriminate. In antiquity, the sun was not merely a star, it was a god, a witness, a giver of life, and those who lived closest to its power carried its mark. Melanin was not named in ancient tongues, but it was recognized. In Kemet, ancient Egypt, Nubia, Kush, Aksum, and across the Sahel, dark skin was not explained, it was assumed. It was the natural state of humanity aligned with Ra, Aten, and later Amun. The people called themselves the people of the Black Land, not as a metaphor, but as geography, cosmology, and identity. Blackness was associated with fertility, regeneration, and divine continuity. The black silt of the Nile, Kem, gave Egypt its name. Life emerged from blackness. Life returned to blackness. In ancient India, Krishna, whose name means dark or black, was divine not despite his color, but because of it. Darkness symbolized infinity, depth, and cosmic mystery. In Sumer, the first civilization, the gods were born of the Abzu, the dark, primordial waters. Creation did not begin in light, it began in darkness. Across Africa, the Americas, and Australia, indigenous cosmologies understood darkness not as evil, but as potential. Seeds germinate underground. Stars are born in dark nebulae. Wombs are dark. Before light, there is always a fertile void. Melanin, though unnamed, was intuitively understood as alignment with this truth. Colonialism and the theft of everything that could be taken. When colonialism arrived, it did not come merely with weapons, it came with redefinition. Land was taken, names were taken, languages were taken, gods were taken and replaced, histories were erased, families were broken, bodies were owned, labor was extracted, time itself was stolen. Enjoying this journey? Please like, subscribe, and share. Even knowledge of self was confiscated and rewritten. Skin, once neutral or sacred, was rebranded as deficiency. Melanin, once a sign of proximity to the sun, to origin, to creation, was reframed as curse. Darkness was equated with sin. Light was weaponized as moral superiority. This inversion was not accidental, it was necessary. You cannot enslave a people who still see themselves as divine. You must first convince them they are less than human. So colonialism attempted to take everything, but there was one thing it could not seize. The one inheritance that cannot be stolen. Melanin does not live in archives. It cannot be burned. It cannot be auctioned. It cannot be renamed. It cannot be patented. It cannot be legislated out of existence. Melanin is encoded, not owned. It is carried in the body, passed through bloodlines, emerging again and again, despite displacement, despite violence, despite erasure. Empires rise and fall. Borders shift. But melanin persists, quietly, faithfully, waiting. And here is the deeper truth. Melanin cannot be taken. It can only be given. No empire has ever manufactured it. No conqueror has ever extracted it. No institution has ever replicated it at will. It is inherited through lineage, through time, through survival. To carry melanin is not to carry power over others. It is to carry memory. Memory of equatorial suns. Memory of first peoples. Memory of civilizations that predate conquest. Memory of humanity before hierarchy. This is why melanin feels sacred. Not because it elevates one group above another, but because it resists erasure. Sacred not as superiority, but as permanence. Sacred things are not defined by dominance. They are defined by indestructibility. Melanin has endured enslavement without disappearance, colonization without extinction, forced assimilation without dissolution, cultural theft without depletion. It absorbs, adapts, protects, just as it does biologically, shielding the body from excess radiation while preserving essential light. Symbol and function mirror one another. Where colonialism extracted, melanin remained. Where identity was stripped, melanin testified. Where history was rewritten, melanin remembered. In this sense, melanin is not just pigment, it is proof. Proof that something original survived. Proof that not everything sacred can be stolen. Proof that some inheritances are immune to conquest. The quiet reclamation. Today, as people of color reclaim language, history, land, health, narrative, and future, melanin re-emerges not as a weapon, but as a reminder: you may take everything else. But what was given by creation itself must be received, not seized. And creation has already decided who carries it forward. In closing, we pay homage to Melanin Sacred, enduring, inviolable, unstealable.